just the Pirates haven't swept the Dodgers in 10 years at home. You do it with this win tonight. Can you even try to just put like the emotions of the last 3 days in words?
Honestly, it's tough right now. I mean, what a great team the Dodgers have, but just really proud of our guys, the way that they've come together, the way they're battling, the way they're going out there. Yes, the wins are unbelievable, but just the way that, you know, looking at offensively, the way they've committed to an approach. You know, you talk about the base running tonight with Brian Reynolds, Jared Triolo, Nick Gonzalez setting the tone on the bases. Didn't even mention Paul yet on the start and the starting pitching, the foundation that they've laid for us, especially in this series, giving us a chance to, you know, win all 3 games. And you know, just really proud of the guys, the way they continue to work, continue to grind, and continue to get better every day.
What's going through your head late in that one when the Dodgers finally have some momentum for honestly the first time all series, and a lot of your high leverage pitchers are down too, making it tougher?
Yeah, it did, and you know, Moretta seemed to just run a little bit out of gas there, and for Colin to come in that situation and get the save, you know, huge moment there for us, and you know, being able to close the door, you feel the momentum, you feel it going, and honestly, that's what you play for. Those are the moments that you play the game for, and those are the moments we look forward to here at PNC. You know, with everybody on their feet, playing meaningful baseball, and you know, working towards getting back to the playoffs.
All that he's been through this year, how nice was it to see Colin do the same there at the end?
Yeah, and he made great pitches, came in, got right after them. You know, really proud of him in that moment. There's a lot of pressure on that, because you know, he comes in, he's got 3 guys to get 2 outs before it rolls back over to the top. He did a tremendous job.
What do you like about what you saw from Paul and just the composure that he showed against a really tough lineup with LA?
Man, just the always able to go back to the fastball and mix in the changeup and the slider. Threw a few more splinkers tonight. You know, and they, from the side, they looked absolutely filthy. I don't know how they got a piece of some of them, but the fastball velocity is there, the command was there. You know, he did what Paul does, which is, you know, exceptional every time he goes out.
I'd just like to see Paul finish it the way he started, facing the top of the order, get him down 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, man, and went right after them. You know, just again with that fastball, the velocity that we're so accustomed to seeing with him, and the competitiveness being in the zone, and you know, really finding a way to attack today.
Blake Snell hasn't given up 5 earned runs all year. How did your offense get to him in the 5th there? What impressed you about that approach?
The approach was really great, and then when we got guys on base, the base running there where you know, Triolo's on second, scores, Nick Gonzalez goes first to third, and Brian was hustling out of the box. That's Pirates baseball right there, finding a way to put pressure on the defense, run the bases the right way. You know, and I mentioned before, Brian with that dirt ball read, it honestly, I think you should get credit for a stolen base, because he took off right away.
Nick York in that situation as well. I mean, how big is that for a rookie, and how proud are you of the fact they walk Andrew McCutchen, they choose to face him, and he makes him pay for it?
Yeah, made him pay for it with a huge double. You know, walking Kutch in front, and then he laces it down the left field line and to score 2 more. You know, he's been swinging the bat really well, and down in Indy and also up here so far, he's been swinging it. So just really happy for him in that moment.
We've seen it from Paul all season long. What have you seen from Henry behind the plate, having caught most of Paul starts, and what that relationship has been like?
It's been really good, and the one thing you notice, you rarely see Paul shake, which is pretty impressive given the pitch selection that Paul has and the chemistry that him and Henry have, that Henry's back there dialed in, and Paul trusts him, and Henry's always prepared, always locked in, and you know, rarely do you see Paul shake Henry off and go to something else, and I just think it speaks to Henry's preparation, but also the trust and chemistry that Paul and Henry have together.
DK, you guys are 6 games over 500 since the All-Star break. Take a series in Fenway against the Red Sox, sweep the Dodgers. If you could put into words maybe an identity for this team or the competitive edge that they've brought as of late, what would you say?
Yeah, it's that mindset of competing and finding a way to grind through it, continue to work hard every day that these guys do. You know, seeing them gel as a team, I think you see the starting pitching, you see the foundation, you see how close they are, and that's a bunch of guys. That's not just 5 guys. We've had a bunch of guys rolling through that starting rotation. The competitiveness that they have for each other going out there. And then you see it on the offensive side, the identity of the commitment to an approach, the commitment on the basis of playing the game aggressively, and just continuing to work hard every day to get better. And they're going out finding ways to win.
What can a sweep like this kind of do for the confidence going into the rest of September and just kind of closing out the season?
Yeah, I hope a lot. I think we're playing with really good confidence right now. Have to keep that up, continue to keep that edge, continue to, we've stressed work every day, find a way to get better. And I think that is the key is, not getting overconfident, continuing to dive into that work, continuing to dive into, getting better every single day, and allowing that to translate into wins and into confidence.
DK, Cam made a couple nice plays at third base tonight. What have you seen out of him the past few nights
That was
defensively?
great. That play on Mookie was unbelievable, and then to come up and show off the arm strength to get it. I mean, he was way back there, almost in the outfield grass and in foul grass, and to have the arm strength to get it over there on Mookie was great. And he almost made a play, really tough play on Ohtani last night, that slow roller. He's done a really good job over at third.
They touched on this a little bit before, but what do you think it is about Paul that makes him pitch even better against the elite teams?
Man, it's his drive, his competitiveness, the way that he attacks and gets after it. And, it may show up against, the elite teams, especially the Dodgers and those guys, but he brings it every single day, which is what makes him really special.